Check 1, 2, check test 1, 2. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful Pictou County Wellness Center in Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Today on Petter Pictou Sports, this is the first of a double-header. We've got Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League action kicking things off, and we'll be following that up with a Nova Scotia Female Midget Hockey League game coming up from this very same sheet of ice just a little bit later on this evening. But first, let's get ready for this afternoon's game, or this early evening's game, I guess you could say. Today we've got the Nova Scotia Major Bantam League, as mentioned. We've got the Gulls coming in with an absolutely incredible 11-1 record. They're taking that first place record into this building here tonight, this game on the road against the hometown Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers. The Bombers coming in with a record just a little bit below 500 in 8th place right now in the 12-team Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League. All 12 teams in the league are in action tonight. We'll run you through the rest of the schedule a little later on, but first, let's get you all set up for this one. You've got the Gulls, as mentioned, the league leaders, coming in with a record of 11-1, an absolutely stellar start to the season. Not only are they 11-1 sitting in first place, but they're also 32 ahead in the goal differential. They've scored 32 more goals than they've given up so far this season. That's an absolutely staggering number over just 12 games. They're averaging better than, or right dead on, 4.5 goals scored per game, and they're giving up less than 2. That's an absolutely phenomenal number for the Gulls on the season. For the Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers, on the other hand, their record of 5-7-1, as mentioned, 8th place in the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League, just 2 points back of the Mustangs and Rangers, who are tied for 6th, however, and only 1 point ahead of Kings Mutual, who are in 9th. They're also just 3 points back of the Cougars and the Storm, who are tied for 4th. So you look at 4th place through 9th place, separated by just 4 points right now in the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League standings. So that just goes to show how important every single game is over the course of this regular season to try to jockey yourself into a good position to get the playoff matchup that you want, to get home ice in the playoffs, and of course set yourself up for the possibility of getting into that provincial championship tournament later on in the spring. Right now we'll take a look. Actually, one thing I didn't mention for the Bombers, 5-7-1, as mentioned, 8th in the league. Their goal differential right now, -14. They've averaged scoring just a little bit under 4 goals per game. They're at about 3 3/4, give or take, goals scored per game, and they're giving up about 4 3/4 goals per game. So a little bit, about 1 goal per game. In fact, exactly, or just over 1 goal per game given up in the differential as ahead of goals scored. So something that they're going to need to improve upon over the course of the regular season here as they continue to go on through this 2018-19 year. There has been one previous matchup between these two teams. They played back in late September at the home rink of the Gulls down in St. Margaret's Bay, a game that was won by the Gulls by a score of 7-1. So obviously the Bombers looking to bounce back from a tough defeat in the only previous matchup between these teams. The Bombers coming off of a very tough loss last weekend. They played Saturday in Antigonish. They took on the Novas, excuse me, losing that game by a score of 8-7. They then had a game down in East Hants against the Rangers, losing that one by a score of 5-3. So coming off of back-to-back losses to start November, obviously they need to get that turned around again if they want to start moving their way up the standings. The Gulls, of course, they are firing on all cylinders, as the standings suggest. A 7-2 victory over the Rangers at home on Saturday, and then a 5-0 victory over the Novas at home on Sunday. Taking a look at what else is going on today in the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League. You've got the South Shore Lumberjacks visiting Bedford to take on the Barons. You've got the Rangers visiting the Novas at Antigonish Arena. You've got the Storm at the Whalers, a couple of Metro-based teams there. Cole Harbour visiting Dartmouth. You've got Kings Mutual heading on up to the Emera Centre North Side up in Sydney, or the Sydney area rather, to take on the John Jim Cougars. And finally at Colchester Legion Stadium tonight, a little later on tonight, a couple hours from now, you've got Excel Physio taking on the Truro Bearcats. So all 12 teams in action today, all 12 teams in action again tomorrow. With tomorrow being Remembrance Day, the Bombers will take the road, or hit the road, to take on the Dartmouth Whalers. The Gulls will continue on the road after playing here in Pictou County. They'll head just over Mount Tom to go to Colchester County and take on the Truro Bearcats. That game will be at the Rath Eastlink Community Centre at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So a busy weekend for teams here in the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League. All 12 teams playing twice. And we're just about ready to get things rolling here in this one. I can tell you the starting goaltender for the Bombers is going to be Thomas Garapi, and the starting goaltender for the Gulls will be Cooper Fleming. Fleming coming in with a perfect 6-0 record, a 1.94 goals against average, one shutout victory on the season as well. 1.94, you can't ask for much better than that over the course of the first 6 victories of the season. At the other end of the ice, as mentioned, it's going to be Thomas Garapi. He comes in with a goals against average just a little over 5.10, and a record overall of 1-5. Obviously a bit of a difficult start to the season. He's appeared in 8 games, got no decision in 2 of them, coming in relief of Cole Goss. Goss has also come in relief of Garapi in 1 game so far this season. Time to send things downstairs for our pregame introductions. And let's take you through the rest of the starters. In front of Cooper Fleming, it's going to be Gabriel John, Owen Fleming, let's see, Carter Graves, Bailey Shortle, and let's see, the other number there is Nathan Casey. Oh, sorry, that's a 17, not an 11. Jacob Newcomb. For the Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers, the home team in their home whites, it will be the defensive pairing of Tanner Steele and Cameron Young, while up front it will be the combination of Zach McInnes, with Kiefer Avery and Lucas Canning. So that sets up our particulars. Let's get ready to go. 15 minutes up on the board here for the first period. Gulls in their blacks with the green and white trim. Bombers in their home whites with the red trim and black numbering, and we are underway. Bombers with possession of the puck, played down the ice and into the zone of the Gulls. John plays it quickly back, picked up there by Newcomb. Newcomb will play it around the net to the far side. Avery and Canning both in on the forecheck to try to force the turnover. Gulls able to maintain possession, however. And now we're going to have our first penalty of the game, and it's going to be a boarding call against Kiefer Avery just 27 seconds into the first period. So the Gulls, who have, as I mentioned in the pregame, a very strong offense, will get to go to the power play for the first time as Avery goes for the board at just 27 seconds of the first period. The Gull power play up and running. Sim able to get possession of the puck, however, plays it over the glass and out of play. Tried to play it off the glass and out, but a little bit too enthusiastic with that attempted clear, and so we'll have another face-off in the Bomber zone, just 14 seconds coming off of the power play. Off of the draw, there's a quick shot. Garapi has to be quick on the save, and now Sim will get the puck, plays it over to Blaze McDonald beside him, and McDonald will shove it the rest of the way down the ice. Back to get it there, Madigan. He'll play it around to the near side for Furlong. Furlong sends the pass ahead. It's knocked down momentarily there by Young. Now the Gulls will bring it across the blue line. Young trying to knock it off the stick of Madigan. Gulls maintain possession. It's played to the point. Furlong with the shot. Save made. Rebound is there. Garapi still hasn't got it covered. Now there's another shot, and that one's deflected up over the glass and out of play. 54 seconds gone in the man advantage for the Gulls. And a couple of pretty good opportunities there as they had Garapi kind of wandering around a little bit there in and near his crease. Just a quick check, just making sure audio is working okay. If I can get somebody to give me a quick confirmation so that I'm not saying all this and nobody's hearing it. There's a face off and off of the draw. Puck goes right in onto Garapi once again. Garapi covers up. We have another face-off. 59 seconds gone here, or 59 seconds remaining rather, in the penalty to Kiefer Avery. There's a shot. That one misses far side as the shooter was looking at it, near side on our perspective. The puck ends up going all the way around the boards, down the length of the ice. Reeves back to get it there. Played to the near side. McPhee, he has trouble handling it. Guthrow now, he turns it over to Canning. Here comes Lucas Canning in all alone. And a big save there by Cooper Fleming on a good short-handed opportunity for Lucas Canning after a bit of a miscue there by McPhee. Now working his way up is Pellerine. Pellerine working into the zone. Takes a shot and scores! Camden Pellerine, the power play goal at 2:09 of the first period. And that makes it 1-0 for Camden Pellerine. That will be his 6th goal, 11th point of the season. And now off of the draw, the Gulls get the puck down into the Bomber zone. Battle in behind the net. Played around the wall there. And I tried to get the assist there, but I couldn't catch what exactly was said. So, and of course I looked down for just a second before the puck came to Pellerine, so I can't say for sure who got it to him. Now we're going to have another penalty coming up here as the Gulls touch the puck. We'll have a first power play of the night for the Bombers It's going to be a holding call. It appears it's going to go against O'Neill. This coming at 2:47 of the first period. So an eventful first couple minutes already. We've had a penalty to the Bombers, a power play goal for the Gulls, then a penalty to the Gulls, all within the first 2 minutes 47 seconds. If you're just joining us, it is 1-0 Gulls. The goal by Pellerine on that power play here in the opening moments. Landon Sim with the puck, gets it back to Young rather. Young with the shot, that gets deflected into the near side corner, and the Gulls able to play it out to center. That was Ledrew who got it out there. Now Young having trouble with it at center, gets to Sim. Blaze McDonald will pick up now, backs up, had plenty of room but still plays it back to Lucas Canning. Canning, who had a good short-handed opportunity earlier, plays it now to Sim. Sim off the wall back to Canning. Canning dekes out one guy, tries to get into a shooting position, gets a shot away, but it goes off the skate of John and into the corner. Canning then chased it back down, got a shot away, and that was also steered aside. McDonald over to Sim, back to Blaze McDonald. McDonald steps in, tried to get it back to Sim. That's broken up by Newcomb, and he sends it down the ice. 55 seconds left to go in the man advantage for the Bombers. Now Garapi, fans on his first pass attempt, has to play it around the boards to Canning. Then Canning loses the puck, and having to come in and pick up after the bit of the miscue there was Garapi. There's the website link right there. Yeah, ustream.tv/channel/ all that gobbledygook. It should come up, yeah. Okay, puck goes down into the corner, battling for it there. Comes around the boards to the near side. It'll be picked up and played ahead all the way out to center. Madigan is there to get it, and he'll send it right back down the ice again as the Bombers having a little bit of trouble getting that power play going into the zone. They had it earlier, but ever since the Gulls got the puck out for the first time, they've basically kept the Bombers hemmed into their own half of the ice. Puck comes all the way around the boards again. This time McKinnon, he'll play it over, out to center. Sent down the length of the ice, icing waved off as getting a piece of the puck there was one of the Bomber forwards. We're back to 5-on-5. Puck sent down the length of the ice. That will be an icing call against the Bombers with 4:57 gone here in the first period. And the Gulls with that 1-0 lead with the goal by Pellerine on the power play back at the 2:09 mark. Off of the draw, Gulls with possession. Trying to get control there. Played down into the corner for the Bombers. Coming around to the near side, now back to the line for Sellers. Sellers sends it back down low. Trying to set it up. Back to Sellers again as they didn't like what they were seeing there. Now Wallace had trouble controlling it. Sim will play it around to the far side, and it comes out to center and down the ice. Coming in on to Garapi, it goes wide of him, but icing is waved off. Sellers coming back hard, gives his man a bump. Now we got a chance short side, and Garapi has to be quick and hang on for another face-off. Shots on goal here in the first 5 minutes and 36 seconds, favoring the Gulls by a pretty significant margin here early. 6-1 are the shots on goal here in the opening moments. Off of the draw. Reeves can't hold the line, but now it's played ahead to Kiefer Avery. Here comes Avery into the zone. Avery working down the left wing boards, takes the shot, save made, rebound there, and it rolls in. Lucas Canning with the backhander, able to get it up and over Fleming. And at 5:51 of the first period, we're now tied up at 1 goal apiece. Canning with the goal, Avery with the assist. Yeah.
You finish this.
Yeah.
I can hardly see it.
Yeah. J-A-Z-7-C-B-V-H-L. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. McKay getting the second assist on that one. So Canning getting the goal for Canning. That is his 15th goal, 20th point of the season. Again, it was assists going to both Avery and McKay. Come on. There we go. And now the puck back in the Bomber zone once again. There's a shot from Newcomb, and that gets deflected up over the glass and out of play. That was 5:51. 51. Well. Gulls with possession. There's a chance on the quick shot from Pellerine, and Garapi had to be quick to steer that one aside. Now comes out towards the front of the net again. Pellerine will get it at the wall, play it back to John. John with the shot. That's blocked by Blaise McDonald. McDonald now trying to get through Ledrew. That doesn't work. Comes over to the far side for O'Neill. He has to chase the puck down in the corner. Takes a hit there from Young, and Young is going to take a penalty on that one. Boarding will be the call again at 7:26. So we've already had our third penalty of the game. It's going to be the second power play of the night for the Gulls, as Young will go off for the board. Gulls already 1 for 1 on the man advantage here tonight. Off of the draw. Gulls with the puck in control. Furlong plays it down there to McDonald. Cale McDonald working his way around to the near side. McDonald still with the puck, now cycles it back down into the corner for Casey. Nathan Casey sets it up there for Madigan. Madigan throws it towards the front. Able to get a piece of that one was Sellers. Now there's another chance in Garapi with another big save to keep it a 1-1 game here, as we've played 27 seconds of this man advantage for the Gulls. Whoop. Madigan with the puck. There's a shot, and it's deflected up over the glass and out of play. So we'll have another face-off in the Bomber zone. 1:23 left in the penalty to Young for the board. That coming at 7:26 of the period. There's a shot from Pellerine, and again Garapi had to be quick. That's his 9th save on 10 shots already. We've played barely 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Pellerine, or Furlong rather, back to get that puck, gets it ahead to Pellerine. Here comes Pellerine into the zone, getting his way around. Steele tripping up Pellerine just a little bit. Referee's arms stay down. Now Madigan with a shot. Looking for a deflection there in front was Newcomb, but he ended up deflecting it up over the glass and out of play. 1:09 gone in the penalty. 51 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Gulls. Their second power play of the night. They are 1 for 1. As mentioned, Pellerine with the goal on the power play back at the 2:09 mark of this first period. If you are just joining us, it is 1-1 between the Gulls and the Bombers. Gulls right now on the power play. John plays it down into the corner there for McPhee. McPhee gets it the rest of the way down to the corner for Newcomb. Behind the net, back out up top for Fleming. Owen Fleming, there's the shot, and that's steered aside. Pellerine now plays it behind the net to Newcomb. Newcomb out in front for McPhee. Garapi with another big save, as Thomas Garapi has been the best penalty killer, certainly. There's a chance, and it goes off the heel of the stick of Jacob Newcomb, as Newcomb had some room, and Garapi getting a little bit of help from Lady Luck on that one. Now there's a chance for Pellerine, but getting his stick in the way just enough there. I believe that was Cameron McKinnon who got a piece of Pellerine's stick. We're back to 5-on-5. Puck goes down into the far corner. McKinnon goes into the corner, takes a bump there from McPhee, who gets possession. McPhee now to Owen Fleming. Fleming gives to Casey, who sends it down into the corner. Pellerine is there waiting for it. Pellerine out for Shortall, and Shortall with the one-timer, but didn't get much on it. Now there's a chance for Casey, and now finally the Bombers are able to come out. 5 minutes left to go here in the first period, and working his way down is Adam Farrell. Farrell down into the corner, has Blaze McDonald in there to help him. McDonald loses control of the puck though, and it comes rolling to Landon Sim, who wins the battle there against Shortall. To McDonald, back for Farrell, and that one steered aside by Cooper Fleming. Up for Casey. Casey plays it down into the far corner, then takes a bit of a late hit there from Blaze McDonald. McDonald getting away with that one. And now we're going to have a penalty, and it's going to go against the Bombers. And it's going to be a head contact call. So the Gulls will get the power play yet again here. This one coming at 10:34 of the first period. And it appears that is Adam Farrell who's going to get a double minor for the head contact. Again, this at 10:34. Puck is played into the far corner. Now Guthrow tried to go cross ice with that one. Avery getting a piece, or getting it and then not getting it out to center. Guthrow able to hold the line. Now the puck is near side and played off the wall and out by Chase Nicholas. Coming out of his net to settle the puck down there is Cooper Fleming. Played ahead to Guthrow. Guthrow stops. Now makes the pass ahead to Casey. Casey didn't like the angles that he had, so he goes back. Now plays it to Reeves. 3:04 left in the double minor. 3:28 left to go in the first period. Puck sent back down the ice as Young was able to intercept at his own blue line. Now Reeves settles it for Guthrow. Guthrow, long lead pass, misses his target, and Livingston will send it back down the length of the ice. Fleming out of the net to set it up for Reeves. Ahead for McDonald. This is Cale McDonald working his way in. McDonald down into the corner. McDonald loses control of the puck. It comes to Sim. Sim's pass a little too far in front of Canning, but Sim gets it back again. This time his pass connects with Canning. Canning with the shot. Fleming with the save, and he'll hang on for a face-off. 2:18 left in the penalty. 2:44 left to go in the opening period here. A 1-1 tie. If you are just joining us, the goals coming from Pellerine on the power play at 2:09 for the Gulls, and then for the Bombers it was Canning at 5:51. Right now that's Madigan. He plays it ahead for Furlong. Furlong into the Bomber zone. Furlong gets bumped off the puck but chases it back down again. Centers it for Madigan, but a good play on the back check there by Canning to make sure he didn't get a real decent shot away. Then the loose puck rolls to Canning. He'll send it down the length of the ice. 1:52 left in the double minor, so we're into the second half. And the Gulls now are 1 for 3 rather on the power play. Their fourth power play now in progress, as this is a double minor, so it counts as 2 power plays. Get the puck to the line, kept in there by Furlong. Off of a turnover, Avery able to send it down the length of the ice. 1:24 left in the double minor. Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the opening frame. Madigan working down the near side wing. Puck is dumped in. Going in after it there is Graves. Gets it up the wall to Pellerine, tried to get it back to Graves again, but that's intercepted. Now to the line, kept in there by Owen Fleming. To Newcomb, across to the far side for John. And he gets it knocked off his stick there by Canning, or that's Avery, excuse me. All the way down the ice. John has to make a little move there to get away from Kiefer Avery. Makes the pass ahead Newcomb able to get it over to Joseph. Now down below the goal line, or sorry, that's Graves rather. Graves gets it to Newcomb. Newcomb trying the wraparound, but Garapi closes that door. And before Newcomb can do anything else with the puck, Avery able to get it out to center. 22 seconds left in the penalty, 45 seconds left in the period. Here's Drew with it, or LeDrew, excuse me. His shot goes high and wide. Pellerine plays it down into the corner. Nicholas will get it to Steele. Steele tried to return it to Nicholas. That doesn't work, but then Steele gets it back again. Now Chase Nicholas has the puck as we're back to 5-on-5 with just 24 seconds left in the period. Gulls now 1 for 4 with the man advantage. Wearwell Bombers 0 for 1. Pass ahead for Cale McDonald. He gets it over to Casey into the zone. Casey takes the shot, blocker save, rebound there. Garapi steers that aside as well as we're into the final seconds of the opening period, and that will do it. We've played 15 minutes, and while the Gulls are out shooting the Bombers 16-5, the most important numbers right now, 1-1, as Thomas Garapi has stopped 15 of 16 shots here in the first period, and Lucas Canning has been able to convert on 1 of 5 shots that the Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers have taken. Gulls absolutely dominating that period, partially because they had 8 minutes of power play time, well, just under 8 minutes of power play time, because one of the power plays ended early on the power play goal. But 4 total power play opportunities, boarding by Avery, boarding by Young, and a head contact double minor by Farrell. 8 minutes in penalties taken by the Bombers, something you really can't afford to do against a team of the quality of these Gulls. Gulls took just 1 penalty in that period. It was O'Neill with the hold, and they were able to kill that one off. Off of the draw to start the second period. Puck is played down into the Bombers zone. Back to get it there, Livingston. He plays it around behind his own net, ends up coming back to his side and turned over. Now at the line, holding it there, Joseph, but that was Madigan rather. Tried to hold the line, but the puck ended up coming just out, and then he brought it back in again. So that will be an offside, as Madigan looking to be in a little bit of discomfort right now. So one of his fellow defensemen, Gabriel John, will come on to take his place. The referee just coming over to check on things, because the referee arguing that it was a bit of a late change, which technically indeed it was, but Madigan rather was making his way over to the bench immediately. I don't think anybody on the bench recognized that Madigan was coming to make a change. Furlong with the puck now, just outside his own line, plays it ahead for the AP. I believe that's Devin McDonald. If anybody can give me confirmation on that, if that is Devin McDonald who's APing for the Gulls in this evening's game. There's a shot from Sim. Puck is played to the line. Livingston holds it in, takes a shot, that goes wide. And now into the far side corner. Sim is in there, working with, I believe that was Wallace. It was indeed. Now the Gulls get possession back again. Furlong works it ahead. That pass a little too hot for McDonald to handle, but McDonald able to chase it down. That's Cale McDonald. Now down back into the corner again, Livingston. Sim whacks at it. Wallace taking a shot at it. And Sim another whack at it. Now Sim will get it down the ice, and it goes just past Owen Fleming and down the ice. Icing waved off, and in chasing after it, Blaze McDonald. Fleming able to get the puck ahead for Graves. Now there's Canning with a chance, and he scores. out of nowhere, Lucas Canning with a very odd play. Canning just putting it over the shoulder of Cooper Fleming at 1:49 of this second period, and the Bombers with the lead. Canning his second of the game. McDonald assist announced as the Bombers give up the tying goal. The Gulls score at 2:01, just 12 seconds later. I was trying to listen to the announcement of the goal so I could catch the assists, so I completely missed announcing the Gulls goal for Canning. That is his 16th goal, 21st point of the season, second goal of the night. And I have no idea who scored that goal because I was actually looking down typing, because I don't have an actual game sheet to write on, so I have to type everything onto my computer to make notes on scoring plays and whatnot. Sounds like he said short all from Casey. I believe that's what he said. So short haul, that's his second goal, 6th point of the season, assisted by Casey to tie it back up at 2. So the Bombers had a lead for all of 12 seconds. As we've had, again, an eventful early part of a period here. In the first 2 minutes and 1 second, we've had 2 goals scored. Now we have an icing against the Gulls. And for those of you tuning into Petter Pictou Sports for the first time, I should just explain the setup a little bit here so you understand why there are times when I kind of sound like I stop talking. I've got Christian standing right next to me working my camera. I'm doing play-by-play and making all of my notes on scoring plays and whatnot, typing one-handed onto my computer because my other hand has to hold the microphone. So it does get a little bit awkward. Plus, the audio in the building not the greatest when things get called. So when goals are announced, I have to try and be as quiet as possible to try and hear that. Right now, here's Sim with a shot. He puts that one just wide. So if I stop talking, it's because I'm trying to hear what's going on, or I'm, in the middle of typing something that just happened so that I can properly reference the statistics later. So it does take a little bit of getting used to as a viewer, but I do appreciate having you all here with me. Puck is dumped down into the Bombers zone. That allows the Gulls to make wholesale changes. Puck is played ahead there. Avery deflects it down the ice. Back to get it is Guthrow. He comes around the boards, gets it to the line and out as Young can't knock it down. Now Canning, with 2 goals already tonight, comes in, takes a shot, and doesn't miss the mark by a whole bunch on that one. Played around to the far side there by Guthrow. Gets ahead to Cale McDonald. He finds Devin McDonald. Not sure if they're any relation, although, the name McDonald is common enough. There's a chance, and a big save there by Garapy. Now into the near side corner, and Zach McInnes will play it around to the far side. Tanner Steele going into the corner against Nathan Casey, and the puck comes to Cale McDonald. He gets it to Guthrow. Guthro's shot is blocked. And coming out, Zach McInnes. He's got Canning with him. McInnes ends up misplaying the puck. Avery tried to get it following up. Couldn't corral it cleanly. And now it's played to the line. Young holds it in momentarily. Then Casey gets it up to McDonald. Back to Casey. Here comes Casey into the zone. Casey, what a save by Garapy. Coming across his crease and sticking the leg out there. Now Garapy covers up and hangs on for a face-off. 5:19 gone here in the second period. And Thomas Garapy with a couple of beautiful saves. He had a couple real nice ones in the first period. Makes another beauty there. And you look at Garapy's goals against average, we mentioned it in the opening, it's 5.1. The unfortunate news for Garapy, save percentage is not tracked in this league because they don't track the shots on goal on the league website, because his save percentage, even though his goals against is 5.1, this guy's got a save percentage that should, if Q scouts are watching, have them excited. Here come the Bombers with a chance, but a good job on the back check there. I believe that was Owen Fleming who had a good opportunity to break that up. And again, we got two Flemings on the Gull roster, Owen and Cooper, and he, not sure. I'm going to presume that there may be maybe brothers there. I'm just going to guess. If anybody can tell me for sure, by all means, throw it into the comments at the side there. Couple of nice moves there by Newcomb as he finally does take the shot, but it ends up going high and wide. Now Owen Fleming keeping the puck in at the line. It then does come out, and John will dump it back in again. 6:20 gone here in the first period, or second period, excuse me. O'Neill didn't hear the call that it was an offside and was continuing to forecheck, so that means the puck will end up coming down the length of the ice. Sim in to take the draw for the Bombers against O'Neill. O'Neill able to get the puck to Furlong. Furlong throws it ahead. Picked up there by Pellerine. He has one of the two goals for the Gulls tonight. That one deflected up over the glass and out of play. 6:35 now gone in the first period, or second period. It always throws me off a little bit here in the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League. It's the only league that I do games regularly where the first and second periods are done without a flood, so I'm used to having had a flood as sort of my mental marker to have me change from first to second. Puck comes back to Furlong. Furlong with the shot, that goes wide. Comes all the way back up the boards to Madigan. Bombers try to clear the zone, but Pellerine able to keep it in. Takes another shot, and Garapy getting a piece of that with his arm. And Avery able to get it out to center. Avery now gets a piece of that puck. That allows Sim to pick up. He tries to come in and take a shot, but Madigan stands him up in the high slot. And the puck is easily steered aside, and then Furlong sends it out to center for Pellerine. Pellerine takes the shot. That misses by a bunch and goes up over the glass and out of play. Just over the halfway mark of this second period, 7:27 left to go. And we'll have, that faceoff should come outside, and it will. As I was going to say, it certainly was not touched by any of the Bombers. Big shout out to Wearwell Garments for their sponsorship of the Bombers over these last couple of years. Here's a pass ahead to Canning. He's got both of the Bomber goals so far tonight. He played it around there for McInnes, who sent the puck down low. Now McInnes tries to intercept the D-to-D pass, but it gets through to Guthrow. He works it up the wall and out. Joseph couldn't get to it in time, and Young sends it back in. Now the pass intended for Joseph, intercepted by Young. Young comes in, tries to take a backhander, but getting a piece of that is Chase Guthrow. Now Joseph gets it to McPhee, but McPhee gets his pocket picked right away by Canning. Canning loses possession of the puck at the blue line, and that ends up resulting in an offside against the Bombers. 6:45 left to go here in the second period. 2-2 if you're just joining us. It's Pellerine and Shorthall, and if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, I apologize. Pellerine and Shorthall for the Gulls, Canning with a pair for the Bombers. Puck is played ahead, kicked ahead there by Newcomb. Coming in to pick up the loose puck there is Cale McDonald. He spins and tries to fire. Sim knocked him down just as he was shooting. And now it's sent down the other way. There's a chance for Farrell. He misses far side. Trying to knock it out there is Ledrew, but it's kept in at the line by Nofdahl. His shot goes wide and played back to the line. Contact now. McKay got a piece of that for the deflection, but it ended up going wide. Now Cale McDonald will get it. Good hustle on the back check there by Contact, and the puck is turned back over again at the blue line. But in just a little bit too early there was Adam Farrell, as Sim was carrying the puck in, and Farrell, as he's making his way back to his own bench after the offside call, giving himself a little bit of a bump on the head to remind him, you got to make sure you stay onside. 5:57 left to go here in the second period. Shots on goal 20-8 in favor of the Bombers, or in favor of the Gulls rather. Although it feels like Thomas Garapi has faced more than just 20 shots so far tonight. The quality of some of the saves he's made has certainly been of a very high caliber. Here come the Gulls again. There's another shot steered aside by Garapi. Puck comes there to Shorthall. He tried to get it through the low slot area. Nobody was there to pick up. Now it's played back to the line for Furlong. He gets knocked down as he tried to work the puck back in deep, and it ends up coming out to center. Furlong plays it around near side for Madigan. Madigan will put it right on goal. Garapi steers that into the corner for Charlie Livingston. He gives to Blaze McDonald. McDonald now goes behind the net, stops, makes the pass ahead to Avery. Avery ahead for Canning. Canning brings it across the line. Avery picks it back up again, tries to take a backhand shot. That's blocked. Avery tries to settle it down for a second chance, but could not get the puck settled enough, and it's played out to center. Ledrew now gets it ahead to Pellerine. Pellerine loses control of it on a nice play on the back check by Blaze McDonald. Now Sellers takes his man into the boards, and the puck is brought out. Here comes Blaze McDonald. He's got his man with him. McDonald loses it. Canning gets a shot and a second shot, and a couple of nice saves there by Cooper Fleming to keep it a 2-2 tie. Now here comes Casey into the Bomber zone. Nice little drop pass there. There's the shot, and Garapi again getting enough of that to send it up into the end boards. Reeves couldn't hold the line, has to play it across to Guthrow. Guthrow dumps it back in, right on to Garapi, who settles it for Livingston. 4 minutes left to go here in the second period. Landon Sim now coming through center. Sim into the zone. Sim trying to work his way through Reeves, then went to make the pass to Farrell, but couldn't quite connect, or to McInnes rather, but couldn't quite connect. Now Reeves has a little trouble finding it, gets it to Newcomb. Newcomb having trouble keeping control, and McPhee will pick up and settle things down. Then his pass for Joseph, a little bit too far in front of him, and Young turns it back up the other way. Guthrow now gets it ahead to Newcomb. Newcomb gets the puck knocked off his stick with a nice defensive play by Chase Nicholas, and now Sim will flip it up for Farrell. Farrell trying to chase the puck down, gets to it before it hits the end line. Farrell now at the near wall, plays it down into the corner for Sim. 3 minutes left to go here in the second. Back to the line for Steele. Landon Steele, his shot bounces a number, or Tanner Steele, excuse me. The puck bounces a number of times on its way through, ends up going wide. Now Farrell will get it and come out of the corner. No, he'll go back behind the net. Play it out in front for Sim. And Cooper Fleming had to be quick on that one. Puck played off the wall and down the ice by Jack McPhee, and that'll be an icing call against the Gulls. 2:43 left to go here in the second period. Very entertaining game we've got here between the Gulls and the Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers. 2-2 nearing the end of this second period. Puck is in a number of feet. Finally, McKay tries to push it forward. He can't. Contact then can't hold the line. And hustling in to get that puck is Cale McDonald. McDonald ends up losing it. And coming out, there's Kiefer Avery. Avery loses it at the blue line. O'Neill goes to dump it in, but then, or O'Neill went to play it out rather. and then it was dumped back in, and we'll have an offside against the Bombers. 2:13 left to go here in this second period. Bombers and Gulls tied at 2. Off of the draw, McDonald plays it back to Furlong after the draw was won by O'Neill. Now that's, again, I believe that's Devin McDonald, who's the number 2. Madigan tries to take a shot. His stick snaps in half as he did so. That allows the Bombers to get it back out to center, but it's brought right back in again as McDonald has it. Cale McDonald with the shot. That goes up over the net. Blaze McDonald of the Bombers now, working his way out, gets past Guthrow. Blaze McDonald still with it. He's got a couple players with him. There's Avery with a shot. And Fleming able to get himself square to the shooter and make the save. Cooper Fleming has been tested his last few shots. He's made 9 saves on 11 shots so far tonight. And of the 9 saves, at least 3 or 4 of them now have been pretty high quality saves. While at the other end, 22 saves on 24 shots for Thomas Garapi, and at least 5 or 6 of those have been high quality saves. Sim in the corner, just under a minute and a half to go in the second period. Tried to play it out in front, but missed his intended target. That allows Fleming to get the puck. Or Furlong, rather. Furlong now coming through center. Furlong into the zone. Furlong still with it. Goes all the way behind the net. Stops, changes direction. Plays it back to the line. There's a shot from Shortall, and that doesn't get all the way through. Now Guthrow with a shot. That doesn't get through as Landon Sim makes the block, and Lucas Canning will come out. Canning tried to make a little move inside the blue line, but started the move just outside the line, and as a result, it's an offside against the Bombers. 55.8 left to go here in frame number 2. Score tied at 2 between two very entertaining hockey clubs here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. Newcomb and Sim take the draw. Newcomb pushes it forward, but it goes right to Tanner Steele, who sends it back down into the goal zone. Wrapped around the boards there by Fleming. He gets it ahead. Now it comes all the way up to Newcomb. Newcomb trying to split the D. That doesn't work, but the puck does come through. And able to finish off the play is Sam Ledrew with 38.3 seconds left. Both defenders took the puck carrier. Nobody picked up Sam Ledrew. And Ledrew gives the Gulls the lead at 14:22 of the second period. So Ledrew will get the goal. Newcomb will certainly get one assist. And Pellerine gets the second assist. For Ledrew, that is his 4th goal, 5th point of the season. As we're down into the final few seconds of this period, trying to get a shot away before the period ends, but he doesn't, is Kiefer Avery. And with 0.1 seconds left on the clock, we'll have a penalty there coming to Gavin Reeves. With 1/10 of a second left. Not sure that anything can happen in 1/10 of a second, and it doesn't. But technically speaking, at 14:59 of the second period, I believe they said hooking. So the second power play of the night for the Bombers, as Reeves goes off for hooking. Because only 1/10 of a second came off of that penalty, it still shows as 2 minutes. Although it's technically 1:59.9 left in the power play, that will carry over into the third. Shots on goal in the second by the Gulls, 10 by the Bombers, 7. But 3 goals scored in that period, 2 by the Gulls, 1 by the Bombers. Means it's a 3-2 lead for the Gulls going into the third. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for that third period in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League action on Ustream.tv through Petter Pictou Sports.
Black numbers on a black jersey are just wrong. White piping is not enough.
Check test 1, 2. Check test 1, 2. All right, here we go, getting you ready for the start of the third period. The Gulls coming into this period with a 3-2 lead. The Bombers coming into this period with a 2-minute power play. Well, 1 minute 59.9 seconds as the penalty was called with 1/10 of a second still on the clock. Reeves in the box for the hook. So the hometown Pictou County Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers with an opportunity to work a power play with completely clean ice for the first 2 minutes of this game, or of this period. And you got to figure that this is an important power play for the Bombers, an important penalty kill for the Gulls. If the Bombers can tie this game right back up again, obviously that'll be significant. Likewise for the Gulls, if they're able to kill this penalty off, they'll carry some momentum that combines with their last-minute goal in the second period, which gave them the lead, to carry even more momentum into these early stages of the third period. Puck is wrapped around the boards as the Bombers get their power play set up. Sim tries to take a shot. That gets blocked, and it's sent down the length of the ice right on to Garapy. Garapy will settle it down, as coming back to pick up the puck there is Lucas Canning. Canning with both of the Bomber goals so far tonight, plays the puck ahead there for Young. Young then turned it over on an attempted pass. Canning gets it back, plays it back across to Young. Young fans on a pass again, but it ends up deflecting over to one of his teammates, Chase Nicholas. Now not able to hold the line was Canning. It's dumped back in, played with a high stick there by Madigan. So that will lead to a offensive zone faceoff for the Bombers here. They've played 57 seconds of this third period. So 1:03 left to go in the power play for the Bombers. Sim in taking the draw against Newcomb. Sim won it to the boards. Now it's played back for Canning. Canning's shot is blocked. Puck comes back to him. Takes another shot. That gets through. And Cooper Fleming able to make the save. Back to Canning. Another shot. That gets deflected just wide. Into the corner. Played to the line. Kept in by Canning. He sends it down to Avery. Avery gets it down low for McDonald. Over to Sim. Landon Sim. Great patience. But Cooper Fleming hangs on and makes the big save. Landon Sim, of course, the hockey bloodline strong with him. His father, former NHLer John Sim, his grandfather, Huey Sim, a big part of hockey here in Pictou County for several years. And so, big chance there for the Bomber captain and son of the former NHLer, Stanley Cup champion, John Sim. Here's Blaze McDonald with the puck. He gets it knocked off his stick at the blue line. 12 seconds left in the man advantage for the Bombers. And with it now is Lucas Canning yet again. Canning into the zone. Gets hooked up just a little bit. That's going to be a penalty. As the Bombers' power play ends, they will get another one here shortly. Kontuk takes the shot, and we will get the hooking call. And if you ask me, not that my opinion matters much, because I'm just the play-by-play guy, but if you ask me, that was a pretty soft call on Cale McDonald. Bombers do get their third power play of the game, as McDonald goes into the box for the hook. But again, my opinion, and now we're going to get another penalty, and it's going to be a head contact call, this time against Drew Madigan. And I was looking down, and now we're going to get an extra 2 for the unsportsmanlike. So now it's a 4-minute penalty to Madigan, 2 for the head contact, and 2 more for the unsportsmanlike. This coming at 2:19, so just 9 seconds into the Bomber power play. They now will have a minute 51 of 5-on-3. So this will be their third, fourth, and fifth power plays through all of this. Now it was 4 minutes for the head contact and another 2 for the unsportsmanlike. So 6 minutes of power play time on the penalties to Madigan. Now I was looking down when the head contact infraction occurred. So, because I was trying to type McDonald's hook onto my sheet. So I cannot comment on the quality of that call, although a number of Gulls fans sitting off to my left are expressing their displeasure with it. But the net result of this is the Bombers have a glorious chance, and if the Gulls can kill all of this off, you got to figure their momentum will be so high at that point that there won't be much stopping them then, but we still will have a fair bit of time left to play. Meanwhile, there's Canning with the puck. A minute 24, still a 5-on-3. Blaze McDonald with the shot, the rebound, Avery, and they score! The 5-on-3 ties up the game as the Bombers now are 1 for 3 on the power play. Their 4th, 5th, and 6th will be these 6 minutes to Madigan, and this coming at 2:52. And the Gull fans continue to voice their displeasure with the referees. Again, I thought the McDonald hook was a bad call. I didn't see the Madigan head contact play, so I can't comment on that. The unsportsmanlike, obviously, Madigan said something. But the Bombers are still on a power play for another 5 minutes and 11 seconds, depending on if and how many they might score. They do have 3 power plays in this. Of course, because it was multiple minors, the clock would go down. As they confirm, it is Avery from McDonald and Canning. Canning getting his 3rd point tonight. McDonald getting his 2nd point. Avery his 2nd point of the night. For Avery, that's his 5th goal and 20th point of the season. And the Bombers now 1 for 3 with the power play. Now 1 for 4 as we're into the second. No, we're not, sorry. 4:34 still on the clock. So we're still in the first of the 3 minors, technically for Madigan, a double minor and an additional single minor. 4:34 still on the clock on the power play for the Bombers here. Played back to the line, Knofdahl. He gives to Blaze McDonald. McDonald plays it back to Livingston, over to Knofdahl. Knofdahl with the shot. That gets blocked there in front. And the Gulls are able to send it down the ice. Gabriel John with that shot block. Livingston now comes out from behind the net, makes the pass ahead to Blaze McDonald. Here comes Blaze McDonald through center. He plays it down below the goal line. Wrapped around the boards there by Furlong, and not able to hold it in was Livingston. Gets it across to Knofdahl. Knofdahl's pass ahead, and McDonald gets knocked down at the blue line. Looks to the referee for a call, isn't going to get one. And now McDonald plays it off the wall. Nobody for the Bombers anywhere near there. And Furlong will back up into his own zone. Now he'll send it down the ice as Garapi steers that into the corner. 3.5 minutes left to go in the triple minor. So we're into the second of the 2 minors here. Bombers now 1 for 4 with the man advantage. Here comes Landon Sim. Sim loses the puck just inside the blue line, and the Bombers send it back down into the Gulls send it back down into the Bomber zone. Young all the way back below his own goal line. Now he'll start working his way back up, gives the puck to Canning. Canning ahead for Avery. Kiefer Avery with the goal that currently tied up this game. Avery will play it back to the line for Canning. Canning gives to Sim. Sim comes across, intended for Young. Young has a little bit of trouble settling that puck down. Chops it into the corner, now gets it back. Goes across to Canning, now down for Avery. Avery trying to get away from the check of Owen Fleming. Avery will skate it all the way up. Now gets it over to Sim, back to Avery, and he scores! And the Bombers now have the lead. And they are 2 for 5 on the power play, and will still have 2 more minutes of power play time left, as there was 2:32 still left to go in that triple minor. So the Bombers again now 2 for 5 on the power play, their 6th power play about to start, and they now have the lead as Avery gets his 2nd goal of this period and 3rd point of the game. And again, the Gulls continue to voice displeasure with the referee's involvement in this game now being a 4-3 lead for the Bombers. Face off to the right of goaltender Thomas Garapi as they announce Avery's goal. Announcing the assists as Nicholas and Wallace, it sounded like. Or maybe that was Nicholas and Sim. Again, I apologize, the quality of I thought it was Sim. Sounded like he said 8 and 14, but he might have said 8 and 15. Nevertheless, the Kiefer Avery 3 points on the night. The Bombers now with the lead and still 1:10 of power play time left. Here comes Canning. Canning tries to go short side, and making the save there is Cooper Fleming. With 1:05 still of power play time left to go here for the Bombers, and 13:18 left to go here in the 3rd period. Sim taking the draw there against Newcomb. Newcomb able to win it. Furlong wraps it around the boards. Young can't hold the line, and the Bombers will have to back up. 55 seconds left of power play time, and here comes Nicholas. Puck is played off the wall. It gets to Young. Young tried to go D to D, but that's broken up by McDonald. Here comes Cale McDonald in. McDonald, and a big save there by Garapi. And he will cover up and hang on for a face-off. Great short-handed chance for Cale McDonald. First intercepting the pass, then making his way down the ice. A very nice move, but Thomas Garapi, a huge save on that short-handed chance for the Gull forward, Cale McDonald. O'Neill taking the draw there against Sim. Sim wins it to Sellers, who plays it around behind the net there. And now working the puck up the ice, here comes Lucas Canning. Canning with 2 of the goals. Avery the other 2. Canning, another nice move, and then puts the shot just wide. Puck played back down low by Nofdahl, and then sent down the ice with 15 seconds left. Now it's turned over to O'Neill. O'Neill makes a move to come out in front. Garapi knocks the puck away from him, and Kiefer Avery is going to get an interference call. And I said earlier this period, I thought that the call against McDonald for the hook was pretty soft. I gotta say, that call against Avery, there could be some makeup involved in that one. I thought the call against McDonald on the hook at 2:10 was soft. I think this call against Avery on the interference also soft, but the Bombers now go short-handed for the power play. Go 1, 2, 3, 4th time tonight. Bombers now 2 for 6 on the power play. Gulls, who are 1 for 3, go to their 4th power play of the game. There's a shot from Ledrew. It gets partially blocked. And out come the Bombers. As the teams for our next game warming up directly behind me here. Our next game here on Petter Pictou Sports, scheduled for about 45 minutes from now as the Subway Northern Selects host the Fundy Nationals. But we still have 11:15 to go in this one as the puck rolls in onto Thomas Garapi, and he makes another save, his 25th save of the game on 28 shots through the first 38 minutes and 46 seconds of this 50-minute hockey game. Although the way it stands right now, it could be more than 50 minutes that we end up playing. Puck gets to the line, not out, kept in with a nice play there by Furlong. He sends it down the boards, looking for the return pass. McDonald still playing it. Now he sends it down into the corner there for Joseph. Joseph gets it back to the line, Furlong. Furlong working it down the boards, down into the corner, McDonald. McDonald looking to get the puck out in front. He'll carry it all the way to the near side corner. McDonald now will get it all the way back to the line for Furlong. Furlong skates it in, takes a shot. Garapi the save. The puck played towards the corner. Then Young gives his man a big hit. And picking up the puck is Casey. He gets it back to Furlong. 5 seconds left in the man advantage. Casey with a shot. And Garapi with another nice save. Now thrown towards the front by Reeves. And after the whistle, Livingston gives his man a bit of a bump. But we are back to 5-on-5 for the first time in a long time. As the power play for the Gulls expires with the end of the penalty to Avery for the interference. Gulls now 1 for 4. And the Bombers 2 for 6. Furlong throws towards the front of the net. Garapi makes another save. Then Sellers steers it into the corner. As we reach the halfway mark of this third period. Reeves can't hold the line. And then as he plays it on its way back in, we will have an offside against the Gulls. 9:57 left to go. Bombers with the 4-3 lead on the league-leading Gulls. Off of the draw, Newcomb gets the puck into the zone, but loses it to Livingston, who sends it down the ice right between the 2D. That'll be an icing call against the Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers. It looked to me like Furlong reached for the puck, which he certainly did, but the linesman saying Furlong didn't really have a chance on it anyway. Off of the draw, puck goes to the wall for Shortall. He loses it. Now Shortall gets it back again, tried to play it backwards, but that's intercepted by Farrell. His pass a little too far in front of Wallace. He can't control it. And the Gulls will send it back down into the Bomber zone. Nofdahl plays it up for Farrell. Farrell ahead for Wallace. That pass a little too soft, though. Wallace had to wait for it, and that allowed the Gulls to create the turnover. O'Neill going down into the zone with it was Shortall. He ended up losing it to Sim. Landon Sim plays it ahead and down the ice. It goes just past, I believe that is John. John gets to it first, wraps it around to Owen Fleming. His pass ahead misses the target, and Nicholas sends it back down low. Played back up the wall. Shortall loses it just outside his own line. Canning having trouble getting control of it, though, as there were 7 or 8 players all in a very close area. Now Canning has it at the far side with some room, gets a shot away. It's deflected up into the glass, stays in play. 8.5 to go here in the third. And the Gulls still trailing it 4-3. Once again, I want to thank everybody who's tuning in here on Petter Pictou Sports through Ustream.tv. Don't forget, we do have another game coming up right after this one. It is the Subway Northern Selects taking on the Fundy Nationals. Nova Scotia female midget Hockey League action coming up right from this same sheet of ice, right at the conclusion of this one. Puck is played out to center. It goes right through the... Okay. It went right through the defenseman Cameron Young, like literally between his legs. Now, it's been a long time since I've played hockey. I will fully admit that. I'm an old man. But when I played, that was not icing if it went right through the defenseman. Right off of the draw, there's a good shot by Canning. And I must have missed something somewhere along the way when there was a rule change about that, because I don't get how that can be called an icing against the Gulls. But nevertheless, play continues on now after the puck drop from the icing. Canning now with it after the Gulls brought it back into the Bomber zone. Canning a couple of nice moves. Canning with the shot, save made. Rebound was loose for a second, but Fleming able to find it and cover up for a face-off. And now we've got Nicholas and Guthrow exchanging pleasantries. I'm sure they're discussing where exactly the Gulls are going to stay tonight, considering they have a game in Truro tomorrow. Whether they're going to stay on this side of Mount Tom or the other must have been the topic of that conversation, I'm sure. Off of the draw, Sellers plays it all the way around the boards. Blaze McDonald will get to it. McDonald, though, ends up losing it there to Reeves. McDonald gets it back, then loses it, but it goes right to Kiefer Avery. Avery with 2 goals on the night. The other 2 for the Bombers off the stick of, Kiefer Avery with 2 and Canning with 2. Now with it again is Avery. He gets knocked down at the blue line by Newcomb, and McPhee comes back the other way. McPhee working his way down into the corner, then goes to play it back to Newcomb, but Avery knocks him down, then works the puck up the wall, and able to get it out to center was McKay. McKay finds McDonald. McDonald comes in, takes the shot. That's blocked there by Joseph. And now down towards the corner. John loses control of it. Fleming picks up and gets it ahead there to Joseph. Joseph to McPhee. McPhee gets the puck down into the Bombers zone. Under 6.5 to go here, third period. Bombers lead it 4-3. Livingston over to the far side there. Wallace sends it down into the Gull zone. Turned right back up again. Pellerine now. Pellerine gets around Wallace. Pellerine still with it. Comes in. Pellerine kicks the puck over. There's a shot, and Garapy with the big save. Sim then plays it around the wall. Farrell goes to chop it off the boards, but able to hold it in there was Fleming. Now the puck comes back to Fleming again, and he'll send it down below the goal line. Race to it. First one to get to it there, Livingston. He gets it ahead for Ben Wallace. Wallace out to center. O'Neill picks it up. He had to wait for Pellerine to get onside, though. Makes the pass to Pellerine. And then another big save by Garapy. His 31st save on 34 shots tonight for Thomas Garapy. And again, if any scouts are watching this, do not, I repeat, do not look at the goals against average of Thomas Garapy. That number is incredibly misleading. And if you go to the league website, unfortunately, there's no save percentage to indicate how good this kid really is. I say kid, of course, because frankly, I'm an old man. I don't say it disparagingly as kid. I say it as he's a young man who is a very good hockey player. Kontuk has trouble holding the line. In fact, he can't hold the line, and that's an offside against the Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers. 5:14 left to go here in the third period. Bombers leading it 4-3. 2 goals by Canning, 2 goals by Avery, and the 2 Avery goals both coming on the power play here in the third period right now are the big difference. Knofdahl sends the puck down into the zone. McInnes didn't hear the offside indication, which gave Furlong a chance to pick up some momentum. Takes the shot, that misses the net. Shortall plays it back down low, around to the far side. Furlong can't hold it in, and Reeves will pick up just on his own side of center, just over 4.5 left in the third. Pass for McDonald into his feet. It ends up going through to Knofdahl. Knofdahl gets it ahead to Nicholas, who sends it down the ice. That's going to be an icing call against the Bombers. 4:26 as that big semi-cube-like kind of sorta structure over center ice starts to loom larger and larger. I'm referring, of course, to the great big clock that shows us how much time we have left. Here's Reeves with a shot. That's steered, or not steered, but goes into the corner off of the block by Avery. Now back to Reeves again. Great play by Reeves to hold the line. Can't hold it the second time, though, as Avery gets ahead. Reeves tries to hook him up. Avery gets the pass over to Sim, but nice play by Madigan to not allow Sim to at least take it cleanly. Now Madigan gets the puck. Madigan tried to make a pass through Blaze McDonald. McDonald able to knock it down. Madigan gets it back again. Now McDonald creates the turnover with some help from Landon Sim. McDonald tried to make the pass to Sim. That got deflected away. Now Blaze McDonald towards the front of the net. It goes off a skate, comes all the way to the line. Steele with the shot. Sim looking for the deflection, but ends up putting it down into the far side corner. Now Cale McDonald nearly got lined up by Young, but was able to make the pass over to Newcomb. Here comes Newcomb trying the wraparound. Puck is loose in front. Garapi, does he have it? Puck still loose. Finally, the referee blows it down as there's at least 6 players, at least all 6 Bombers, and maybe just one of the Gulls, all down in the crease there. I know there's no formal 3 stars at this level, but if there were, and if I had a vote, I'd have to look at Thomas Garapi as one of the guys deserving of one of the 3 stars here tonight. Some of the big saves he's made. Cooper Fleming, 18 saves on 22 shots. Those numbers somewhat belying how good the quality of some of his saves have been. Here comes Casey with the puck. Casey able to get around Young, drops it off, and another big save there by Garapi off of Pellerine. A beautiful pass from Casey right to Pellerine, and Garapi another big save. Thomas Garapi has been absolutely superb in this game. You look at the 3 goals he gave up, one of them coming on the power play by Pellerine, one of them coming from Shortall with a real nice play, and then one of them coming in the final minute of the second period. But when he's had to, he's absolutely shut things down. Here's Sim now with the puck in the near side corner. 2:40 left to go in the third period. Sim sends it to Avery. Avery tries to throw it towards the front. Nobody really there as getting a piece of that one. Now it comes out in front for McDonald, but he ends up putting it over the net. Still in play though, and it's played out to center. Livingston will dump it back in as the Bombers lead it by 1 with 2:16 now on the clock. Madigan plays it across far side for Furlong. His pass intended for Newcomb misses the target, and Sim had it for a moment, but he loses it. Now Newcomb will carry it in. Newcomb, Blaze McDonald, great job on the back check, separates him from the puck. Furlong gets it back to Pellerine again. Pellerine opened the scoring in this game. His shot goes off a stick and up over the glass and out of play. 1:48 left to go here in the third period. And you got to wonder how much longer Cooper Fleming is going to stay between the pipes, as we do have a timeout called, and it's called by the Gulls with 1:48 left on the clock. If you are just joining Petter Pictou Sports here, looking for the game between the Fundy Nationals and the Subway Northern Selects, we still have a minute and 48 seconds, a minute and 48 seconds, left to go in this one. A great Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League game between the Gulls and the Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers. Gulls opened the scoring back at 2:09, Pellerine with the goal. And now we do have the extra attacker out there as Cooper Fleming is in the bench. Played to Madigan. Madigan goes across to Furlong. Furlong takes the shot. Blocker saved by Garapy, and it's up over the glass and out of play. Pellerine opened the scoring at 2:09. Canning for the Bombers responded at 5:51. Then Canning got another one early in the second period to give them the lead, but that lasted just 12 seconds before the Gulls tied it up again. Gulls then took the lead late in the second, and then 2 for the Bombers early in the third, both on the power play is where we stand. 1:20 left to go. Pass for Madigan, off target. Madigan having to hustle back to get the puck. Avery coming in on the forecheck. Madigan gets the pass to Furlong. Furlong ahead for Pellerine. Nice little play there to get it through to Newcomb. Newcomb centers for Pellerine. He tries the one-timer, but it goes off his skate and out to center ice. 1 minute left to go. We are into the final 60 seconds. Furlong with the puck. He'll dump it in. Wraps all the way around the boards to the far side. Getting to it there and taking the hit was Casey. Now McDonald throws it out front. There's a chance. Save. Rebound. They score! The Gulls tie it up with 41.4 seconds left. It's 4-4. I believe it is Nathan Casey who will get the goal. If so, that is Casey's 7th goal and 11th point of the season. Coming at 19:19 of the third period. It is indeed Casey with the goal, Pellerine and McDonald with the assists. For Pellerine, his 3rd point of the night. For McDonald, that is, I believe, just his 1st point of the night, although he's been everywhere with the puck. And now I'm confused about what's going on now, but the Bombers look to be taking their time out. And we're going to have a penalty against the Gulls? I don't understand how the Gulls get a penalty there. I do not understand how the Gulls get a penalty there. I am confused. I am very confused. And now one of the coaches for the Gulls has been kicked out of the game with 41.4 seconds left. The Bombers are going to the power play as the Gulls scored to tie it up. I'm confused. I will freely admit this. I am confused. Hopefully we'll be able to hear the announcement because that was very odd. Bombers are on the power play, though, their 7th power play of the night, as they look to try and get this one in regulation. Still 23 seconds left, and Landon Sim has the puck. Sim plays it ahead. Now it comes to Canning with 2 goals already tonight. Canning can't get the shot away. Nice play there to break that one up by Madigan. Sent down the ice. 7 seconds left in regulation. Played to Nicholas. We still haven't heard an announcement of what that penalty was for. But the bench minor for delay? Bench minor for delay of game, apparently. I don't know. I still haven't figured that one out. Now, those people who've watched my broadcasts for the last 11 years in junior A hockey, I've done some junior B, I've done some major midget, I've done some girls midget, and this year I'm doing bantam as well. People who know me know that I call it the way I see it. This call, working in the Bombers' favor, and I am broadcasting for the Bombers, is still, despite the fact that it was in the Bombers' favor, one of the strangest, one of the worst calls I have ever seen. How you call a delay a game penalty against the team that scored the tying goal with 41.4 seconds left is beyond me. It is absolutely, positively beyond me how you call them for delaying the game as they celebrated a game-tying goal in the last minute. So now the Bombers will have 1 minute and 19 seconds of power play time left as we go into the overtime period. So it'll be 4-on-3 here because, of course, overtime is usually 3-on-3, but when there's a penalty, it goes to 4-on-3. Then when the penalty ends, it goes to 4-on-4 until the first whistle. Then it drops back to first. So it's going to be 4-on-3 here for 1 minute 19, unless, of course, the Bombers score, in which case the game will be over and the Bombers will get an overtime victory. The good news is both of these teams are getting at least one well-deserved point. That's the good news out of all this. Avery has the puck right now. He plays it over to Canning. Canning with 2 goals tonight. Avery with 2 as well. Here's McDonald, now back to Canning. Canning at the point, down to McDonald. Across, intended for Sim. Nice play there by Furlong to get a piece of that one. Now coming out, trying to make a move was Newcomb, but he was held up. Now the Bombers come back into the zone. 30 seconds left. McDonald tried to make a play, but that was broken up by Furlong with a nice defensive effort to send it down the ice. 20 seconds left in the Bomber man advantage. Canning drops it off to Sim. Sim into the zone, stops. He's hassled immediately by Furlong, who gets it down the length of the ice. Just 8 seconds left in the man advantage. We'll go to 4-on-4 until we get a whistle, and then it will go back down to 3-on-3. 3:40 left to go here in the overtime period. Down into the corner. Puck is played, and now coming out of the box, here comes Casey. Casey coming in on the breakaway. Casey, and a huge save by Garapy. What a save by Thomas Garapy to keep this game going a little longer. Now Pellerine gets the puck over. Pass to the near side now for Casey. Casey couldn't take it cleanly, thrown towards the front of the net. Bombers get possession and get it out. Here comes, oh my goodness, this is wild to say the least. Furlong now with 3 minutes left in the overtime. Furlong's been out there for all 2 minutes of this overtime so far, but he's still out there now. Furlong down below the goal line. Back to the line for Madigan. Madigan's shot goes off a few skates, and then Pellerine gets it fires the shot. It goes off a skate and up over the glass and out of play. And now we'll go back to 3-on-3 for the last 2:46, unless the referees call something else. Off of the draw. Newcomb with possession. Gets it over to Madigan. Madigan to Newcomb. Newcomb plays it to the near side. Fleming, he tries to center it. Goes off of Avery and down below the goal line. Now McDonald sprints, changes direction. Puck comes in front. And Avery able to steer that into the corner. 2:21 left to go in the extra frame. Here's Pellerine. His shot doesn't get all the way through as he was tied up. And now Newcomb with it. Newcomb sends it down to McDonald. McDonald towards the front of the net. Knofdahl able to get it and send it down the ice. That'll be an icing with 2:02 left to go here in the fourth period. Thomas Garapy, 36 saves on 40 shots. Still would be one of my choices for the 3 stars tonight if there were a 3-star selection. Madigan off of the draw. Save made by Garapy, his 37th save on the night. Landon Sim takes it behind the net, drops the puck off for Young. 1:48 left to go in overtime. Ahead and out. Sim trying to work his way around Furlong. Furlong gets possession, plays it to Madigan near side. 1:37 in overtime. Pellerine now tees it up. That goes a little bit off of Steele and well wide. Another shot on Garapy, and he makes another save and hangs on for yet another face-off. 1:29 left to go here in the third period, or in the fourth period, excuse me. 4-4 Gulls Bombers. 1 versus 8 in the standings. Actually, it's 4-on-4. I thought it was 3-on-3 was what it was supposed to be, but we've played 4-on-4 since the end of that penalty, so obviously I was mistaken about that. Puck goes down into the corner. Pass intended for Madigan, broken up by Sim. Sim can't get the puck out of the zone as Madigan was right on him. Now the pass up to Avery, and Avery couldn't take that cleanly. He has to stop, try to get away from Furlong, but Furlong steals the puck from him. Here's Furlong with it now. Jake Furlong back into his own zone, trying to pick up a lane. Here comes Furlong down into the zone. Furlong with the shot, and Garapy another big save. 46 seconds left to go in overtime. Furlong gets it back again. Furlong at the blue line, skating it around, looking. Now he'll make a pass down low. That gets down to Newcomb. Back to Madigan. Back to Furlong again. 29 seconds left. Shot goes wide, wraps around the boards, comes all the way to Madigan. 23 seconds left. Newcomb over to Furlong. Furlong sends it down below the goal line. Steele will get there first, and it will go down the ice. Not hard enough for an icing. Madigan back to get it. 10 seconds left in overtime. Here comes Newcomb. Newcomb gets the backhander away. That goes over the crossbar. McDonald now, and that will do it for overtime. I believe I used a line, something to this effect, earlier this season in a Maritime Hockey League game involving the Crushers. This line, I believe, comes into play again, though. We're going to a shootout, and I need my heart medication. Oh my goodness, what a game this has been. 4-4 after 55 minutes, and we've got to have a shootout to decide this one, because of course we do. So now Cooper Fleming and Thomas Garapy, who have both made some brilliant saves so far tonight, will be tasked to be the goalie to win their respective skills competition. And Sam Ledrew will be the first shooter for the Gulls here in the shootout. We still have a whole other game left to go here tonight at the Wellness Center here on Petter Pictou Sports. And if you are tuning in looking for the beginning of the Fundy Nationals and the Subway Northern Selects, we will have that game for you. We just got to get through the rest of this first. And now Ledrew comes back to the bench because Landon Sim of the Bombers is going to be the first shooter. Bombers go first, not Gulls. And let's get this shootout underway. Landon Sim picks up the puck at center ice. Sim coming in, working his way down the right side, cuts towards the middle, and the big save there by Cooper Fleming. Got enough of that puck, sounded like it also hit crossbar. And now it will be Sam Ledrew coming out there for the visitors. Ledrew will take the shot, looking to give the Gulls the lead. Here comes Ledrew as a hush falls over the crowd. Ledrew coming in and dekes himself out a little bit as he went in a little bit too deep before he could get a real shot away. Went to the backhand and couldn't get much on that one. Now Lucas Canning, who has 2 goals already tonight, has a chance to put the Bombers in front within the shootout. We know the final score of the game will be 5-4 either way. It's just 5-4 in whose favor. Here's Lucas Canning working down, coming way out to the right side again, takes the shot, and Cooper Fleming makes the save, keeping us scoreless through 3 shooters, and that'll bring up Jacob Newcomb. Newcomb to take the second shot for the Gulls. Again, other than my own talking, you could just about hear a pin drop here in the building. Here comes Newcomb coming in, and he puts that one off the post. He had Garapy beat, but couldn't beat the iron, and we're still looking for the first goal of the shootout. This time it's going to be Blaze McDonald who's going to try for... No, McDonald has to go back and start again as he started too soon. And the Gull fans somewhat sarcastically calling for a penalty. Of course, they're not going to get one here in the shootout. McDonald misses the net with that shot, and that's going to lead to Nathan Casey. Casey, who scored the game-tying goal at 19:18 of the third period on the power play. That was even strength. And then there's another shot and a save by Garapy. We've had 6 shooters. We've had no scoring. And Kiefer Avery will come out now and take the 4th shot for the Bombers. Here comes Kiefer Avery. He'll come towards the left side, now cut back into the middle. Avery slowly working his way in. Avery goes to the backhand, and another save by Cooper Fleming. Again, if you're just joining us looking for Nova Scotia Female Midget Hockey League action, we will have that game for you. It'll be on this sheet of ice, but we got to finish this one first. Cale McDonald, 4th shooter for the Gulls, coming in. McDonald takes a shot, blocker saved by Garapy. And we got to keep going. It's going to be Chase Nicholas this time for the Bombers. The hometown Wearwell Major Bantam Bombers looking to go 6-7-1. Nicholas comes to the left, now cuts to the middle, tries to go 5-hole, and Fleming able to shut the door. 9 shooters between the 2 teams, no goals yet. Here's Camden Pellerine. He has a goal and 2 assists tonight. Can he be the hero? The 10th shooter of this shootout. So far it's been all Garapy and Fleming. There's a shot, he rings it off the post. That's the second time the Gulls have put one off of the post here in the shootout, and now it's up to Ben Wallace as this thing keeps going and going and going. Ben Wallace now goes to the right. Wallace coming back to the middle, makes the move, and what a save by Fleming! Wallace thought he had Fleming beat, but Fleming, that extra little push to get that stick out there, and that will bring up Jake Furlong, our first defenseman to shoot here in round 6. Here comes Furlong. Furlong makes the move, and a big save there by Garapy. Oh, man. That'll bring up Adam Farrell. Round 7. Still no scoring yet in this shootout. Here comes Adam Farrell working his way down. Farrell stops, shoots, scores! Farrell right up under the crossbar, and now it's up to Carter Graves to try and keep this game going, or will Thomas Garapy finish it off? Here comes Graves. Graves with the puck, working his way down. Graves comes in, makes the move, and he scores! Of course he does! So, we've got to go yet another round, and here comes Tanner Steele. Tanner Steele now will come in. Steele in round 8 makes the move, and Fleming makes the save. That'll bring out Drew Madigan. Madigan with the chance for the Gulls. Here comes Drew Madigan working his way down the middle. Madigan coming in, makes the move, and Garapy makes the save, so we go yet again. Cody McKay now will shoot. As we're into, I believe this is, I've lost track, but I think this is round 9. McKay tried to make that one last extra move, lost control of the puck, and it goes wide. That'll bring up now Matthew O'Neill. Again, I believe this is round 9, but again, I have lost track. Round 9. And of course, the Gulls are the second shooters in each round. Here, and losing control of the puck there, O'Neill. And we're to Cameron Young, wearing number 10, and I believe shooter number 10 for the Bombers. But again, I've somewhat lost track. Here comes Young. Young comes in, takes the shot, and Fleming gets enough of that one to deflect it wide. And the chance to end it now for Owen Fleming. Because here comes Owen Fleming now. After Cooper Fleming's made a bunch of saves, Owen Fleming with the chance to end it. But again, Garapy gets the pad out, and this game will go a little further. Cole Sellers now with the chance to come out and possibly be a hero for the Bombers. We've had 1 goal for each side in 10 rounds of shooters. This is, I believe, round number 11. Here comes Sellers with the shot and the save by Cooper Fleming. And that'll bring out Roman Joseph now, as we're getting down to guys who I'm sure have never been out there for a shootout before for each team. The usual suspects long since gone, and what a save by Garapy as he's able to get the glove out there. Meanwhile, the Selects and the Fundy Nationals wait patiently for their chance to take the ice, but this has been so much fun. At what point do we just say call it a tie? At some point, we got to just say call it a tie. Neither team deserves to have a loss. Here comes Dylan Contuck now. Contuck coming in and sticking out the pad, Cooper Fleming. That'll bring up Bailey Shorthall. He has one of the goals tonight for the Gulls. Here comes Shorthall now. Shorthall coming in and getting a piece of that one was Garapy, I believe. I don't think that went wide all by itself. Zach McInnes for the Bombers. Here comes McInnes. McInnes coming in, takes a shot, and puts it just inside the post. And the Bombers take the shootout lead. And the Gulls not happy with that one. The Gulls arguing that it didn't go in. The Gulls arguing it did not go in. It did go post to post and may very well not have, but here comes Jack McPhee to try and keep it going. And what a save by Garapy! And the Bombers will get the victory. The Gulls go to 11-1-1. But what a game for both of these teams. An incredible game by both of these teams. Cooper Fleming, Thomas Garapy, you guys are the players of the game. I don't care what anybody else says. That was an absolutely tremendous performance by both teams, by both goalies. It's just a shame that either team has to put this game into their loss column. Very important 2 points for the Bombers. You hate to see the Gulls have to count that as a loss.
That's a loss.
But what a win for the Bombers. Final score 5-4. Until a few minutes from now when we bring you our next game here on Petter Pictou Sports. And that will be the Subway Northern Selects against the Fundy Nationals. On behalf of my awesome cameraman Christian, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score, Bombers 5, Gulls 4 in a shootout. You have been watching Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League action on Petter Pictou Sports through Ustream.tv.